Well, someone who's not come from finance, I want to ask the question. Let's say the average person, not has much money, doesn't know what to. Yeah, me, yeah, of course. But doesn't know what to get involved with in terms of commodities, shares, whatever it may be. Whether it be Bitcoin, and you're saying that the trend is going to come up. So the question is, what's going to trend? And what's best to get involved with right now?
Well, I would. The answer is: do you want money in the short term or the long term?
Long term.
Oh, long term. Well, I should have said short term. Give
me
a few exciting tips for you.
XRP.
I think.
Can you say that or not about that?
Well, I don't know, but I just sort of thinking if you're going for short term stuff. Look at all the blue chip cryptos, the top ones. Look what's all up ahead in the next few months for them. XRP's got that SEC case. They might win it. They may not win it. That's interesting.
I thought they were going to win it.
I don't know. They might win it. They might not win it.
Okay.
But you look down the line, and there could be a low cap crypto out there that maybe has, I don't know, say $90,000 worth of, in its market cap is about say $90,000 or under. Well, all it takes is a little bit of spillage into that to make whatever investment you put in to make that investment 10x, 20x very quickly.
And that's what a lot of people try and trade these altcoins, these alternative coins, and make money, make those type of returns.
Yeah,
right?
they're the ones that get in early when it's really low cap, and they buy a large portion of it, and then whenever it starts different investments, retail investment starts coming in, then they just watch it, and then they just know when to get out.
I see.
But the thing is about that is there's how many? There's 28,000 cryptocurrencies,
something like that.
and there's more happening every day and coming online. So it's a real. It's probably I don't do it, but is it worth your time doing that, or worth your time just going down to the bookies?
No, for sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah. It's one other thing I'd like to say as well. It's weird on we haven't really touched on what happens in society and everyday life. I know this because I've gone to want to post something or promote something, whether it be on social media or wherever, and then gone, oh God, someone's died. This isn't the wrong time to do it. Or let's just use a much bigger example at the moment, like the war, even the Queen dying, something like that, where those things just knock, societal, okay, if we just left COVID and crypto's on a massive high and everyone's promoting it, great, but then a war comes along or something massive,
Changes the game.
it changes it changes people's appeal and aspect, and even as much as I would say as seasons,
So you mean what's going on in the world affects people's focus or their?
I think so. Yeah.
Their receptiveness of certain investments.
And I think even seasons and weather in a weird way, as much as and I relate that a lot to filming and what the areas that I'm working in terms of someone going to sit in a cinema all day when it's boiling hot.
Traders in banks, these are things that they try and understand, so they know when to buy in.
Yeah.
So if there is blood on the street, I mean, Warren Buffett said, I buy when there's blood on the street, right? He'll find something that he thinks has got a good long-term return, and he'll wait for the right time to buy. So actually, what you're describing is something that professional investors always look out for. They look out for those short-term dips on as a point to get into an investment, into things that they believe in the long run. In terms of the question that you asked, my strategy would be, putting a little bit of money aside in the top cryptocurrencies, almost like on a standing order basis, £100 a month, something small. So you're in the game. It's something that you don't miss. It's like setting up an account to buy the lottery every week. You spend £5 or £10, and then have your small little fund to buy these alternative coins and maybe hit the jackpot one day. But I wouldn't be putting in a pile of money that would really affect your lifestyle at the moment. That's not the approach that I would take.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I spoke to Max Kaiser recently, in an interview, and he just basically said, look, Bitcoin, he's biggest Bitcoin maximalist in the world. He basically said, look, Bitcoin, if you're going to invest, never ever borrow to invest because it's so volatile. And that's coming from Max Kaiser. So that's it. Like you never borrow to invest,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
like dollar cost averaging, as you say, just put in a little bit every month, and be on the lookout. Maybe if you want to make sort of like 10, 20 X's on these sort of like small low cap coins, but that's a minefield, that kind of thing.
Should we go casino now?
Yeah, I think so.